Hey guys, it's Kay, I hope you're all well. Now this is just a quick video to show you how I get the most out of my Netflix subscription. Now as we all know, Netflix can be a bit of a hit and miss experience when we're looking for content to view. You might think you're at the stage where you've watched everything you want to watch on Netflix, and there's nothing else for you there. But chances are there's probably a load of TV shows and movies that you haven't watched. Because let's face it, Netflix hasn't got the best menus or navigation tools to help you find what you're looking for. So unless you spend hours scrolling through the titles that are highlighted based on the previous things you've watched, you're stuffed. So if you fancy watching something from a genre that isn't available on Netflix's limited selection, you won't be able to find what you're looking for easily. Well, until recently, that's what I thought. If you're new to the channel and you want to stay up to date with the latest tech tutorials, reviews and unboxings, I do everything including Fire Stick, Raspberry Pi and Android TV tips and tricks, so subscribe and hit the notification button. But it turns out that there are a bunch of secret codes that mean that you don't have to trawl through the extensive library to find something to watch. Hiding behind the Netflix homepage, there are subcategories that you can access via these secret codes. All you have to do is choose a genre you would like to watch, enter that code into the search function of the Netflix app, and once you've done that, you'll get a new, more shorter and focused list which you can scroll through. Now there's a couple of ways you can browse the content with these codes. And the first way is to go into the Netflix app and go into the search function and enter the code in there. And as soon as the code goes in, you'll get a selection of movies and TV shows that code corresponds to. Now this code I've just put into the search function corresponds to action and adventure. And as you can see, it certainly does look like it's come through with the goods. And all the movies are listed in a box format with all the thumbnails clear and concise, and the titles are clearly visible. So it's definitely going to be quicker and easier to choose what you're interested in. Now this next code I'm going to put in corresponds to anime, which is a sort of Japanese adult cartoon category. And sure enough, we've got a ton of anime themed cartoons. Now the cool thing about these codes is that you basically get a code for any category you can think of. So your days of trawling through Netflix looking for something to watch are numbered. Now this one's a nice easy one to remember, and it's children and family movies. Definitely one to note down during the holidays. Now what you find under each of these code categories depends on your location geographically, because of course Netflix content varies according to geographical location. Now the other way of viewing these code categories is via the Netflix webpage, and I personally prefer this way. I find the mouse is a lot quicker to navigate through the webpage. Just head on over to the Netflix webpage, /browse/genre, and all you need to do is input the code corresponding to the category after the website address, just like this. So 1365 is the action and adventure category, and as you can see it's a lot clearer and quicker to navigate on the web, so it's a great way to find movies and TV shows and bookmark them for later. Now the cool thing here is you can see that the action and adventure category is broken down into smaller categories, and this helps you to narrow down exactly what you're looking for. And again, if I go into the address bar and edit the address, and this time I'm going to put in 7424, and you can see this is the anime category, and we get the breakdown of this category into smaller categories. Now I'm not really sure why Netflix haven't advertised this feature, because it would definitely help a lot of people out when they're trawling through the website looking for content to watch. Okay, so you now know about the codes, but where do you get a comprehensive list of all the code categories? Well, if you're like me, you go and look on the internet. So after doing a basic search, I came across this website and it lists all the codes down in all the different categories and the subcategories. And we've got all the subcategory codes under the Christmas code. And to be honest, I knew there were a lot of Christmas movies, but I didn't know there would be this many. But it's pretty cool because you even get the age rating, so we can see what's safe for kids. And below that we've got action and adventure with all the subcategories. We've got anime, we've got children and family movies, and classic movies, comedies, documentaries, and we've got dramas. And surprisingly there's quite a selection of foreign movies, probably the longest list here. Now of course not all these are going to be available in your country, it depends on where you're based. Now one of my favourites, it's horror movies, independent movies, we get music and others, romantic movies and sci-fi and fantasy, another one of my favourites, sports movies, TV shows, teen TV shows and thrillers. And there's a little bit of information here about where the codes are coming from and what they are. So how are Netflix secret codes created? Well, according to this, it's a mix of human and artificial intelligence. So basically Netflix has a lot of employees who are there to watch, evaluate and tag the platform's content to get metadata, and information like the ending of the movie, the plot, the locations, the work of the main characters, and so the amount of data collected is actually massive. So to use all of this data, they got the engineers to create some algorithms which divide the content into thousands of micro-genres, or as Netflix likes to call them, alt-genres. Anyway guys, I hope you found this helpful because I certainly did when I first found out about it. It's made my experience on Netflix so much more the better, and it saved me a whole bunch of time when searching for movies to watch. Now, some of you out there might be thinking, wow, what's all this tech jargon? I just want to watch movies and TV shows. I don't want to be messing around with my Android TV and installing apps and then inputting codes, or some users might not even be that technically minded or bothered. All they want is the simple life. And for those type of users, there's a solution. And these are basically Android boxes sold as a full solution. You pay a one-off price for a lifetime of movies and TV shows. Now I've done a video review of one of these boxes and I'll link it in the top left hand corner now. And shortly I'll have another video coming up about another one of these boxes by a different manufacturer. So to catch these videos and more, give us a like and subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you all in the next one.